from IEEE Kharagpur section to get the knowledge and the insight of IEEEXtreme 14.0 this 2020 edition. So we'll start. And our first speaker will be the Meet Joshi, who is also an alumni of IIT Kharagpur and the in IEEE 13.0 AIR won the Indian gold medal. So he'll be sharing his insight and his experience as well with us. So thank you, Meet, for joining us today, and you may start. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Deboshi. So I would like to thank my proctor, Professor Dejut Sheet, uh, because of whom our team was able to register, and we got a chance to participate in this competition. And I would also like to thank Deboshi Basu, who contacted me regarding this webinar, and we he asked me for my availability, and we then finalized it. So Deboshi is founding chair of IEEE CSSBC IIT KGP, and also a graduate student member IEEE. And I would also like to thank the organizers, Anand Mukhopadhyay and Nidhi Pathak, who were there during IEEE Extreme 13.0, and they helped us, and they were continuously present with us during the course of the event. So Devoshri, my slides are visible, right? And I am audible. Can someone please confirm whether my slides are visible or not?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so first I would like to start with what is IEEE. Is termed as like Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. It is the world's largest technical professional organization for the advancement of technology. Uh, the third bullet point is their motto, that what they believe and what they are strongly committed to. And I believe that all the participants must have heard the name of IEEE at some point of time or the other, because it is one of the most reputed organizations when it comes to conferences, transactions, and research programs. It also has various reputed magazines like IEEE Spectrum. It also has its own social network for those who are members of IEEE, and it also has its own digital library. So, like, this is the link to the digital library, which has more than 5 million items over there. So this is about IEEE. Now let's get into the history, like about IEEE Extreme. So as we all know, that this is the 14th edition of IEEE Extreme in the year 2020. So if you calculate, you will come to know that it started way back in 2006, and till 2018, that is IEEE Extreme 12.0. Till that point of time, none of the teams from India were able to uh, come in top 15 until 2018. So it was the first time in 2019 that our team was able to crack open in top 25, and we stood 17th globally. So I believe that it is possible to get a good rank on a global scale, and I would be very happy if this time someone manages to get into top 10. So as per the last year's statistics of IEEE Action 13, very reputed universities and a lot of countries participated, and our team beat some of the Ivy League names like Harvard University, Yale University, and also we beat some countries like China, UK, Germany, Canada, all of them. I will just show the ranking so that you get an idea that what I'm talking about. So this is the last year ranking. So here in the global ranking, here you can see that Harvard University was there, MIT was there, New York State University was there, Princeton University was there. A lot of reputed universities take part in this competition. Um, and if I go here in the country ranking, or let's say school ranking, so in the school ranking, all the details are there: global rank, country, region rank, country rank, and school rank. So let me sort by country rank, uh, and let me increase the number of entries to 100. So now this is a list of country rank 1. So all these ones that you are seeing here in the country rank, that is the count of the total number of countries that participated. And here you can see the name of the countries: Colombia, Finland, Jamaica, all of them. So all these countries took part. Now, if you see, okay, yeah. So now, if you see that, let's consider China, right? So let me search for China. Where is China? Okay, let's see Canada. So here there is Canada, right? So country rank 1 from Canada had a global rank of 150. That means the topper of Canada was from University of British Columbia with a global rank of 115, and which is behind our global rank. So that essentially means that whole of Canada is behind our global rank. So from this statistics, I found out that all this country rankings and everything, and it is available online. So you can just go in this link, and I will just post this link in the chat so that you can also see the rankings. So this was about the rankings. We beat all these countries, and more than 50 plus countries we were ahead of them in this event. Uh, Now let's come to the reputation of IEEE Extreme. So as I already showed you most of the points, so all these Ivy League universities take part in this competition. Yale, Princeton, MIT, Harvard, yeah, and in total, there are more than 75 countries taking part in this competition. So it is truly global. If you want to showcase your skills on a global platform, then this is one of the best competitions that you can consider taking part in. And there is a, uh good competition as well, because more than 5,000 teams take part in it with more than 9,000 participants. Uh, yeah, and I want to highlight one more thing, that taking taking part in this competition, branch is not a barrier; it is a booster. Why I say this is because I belong to electrical engineering department, and as we all know that this is a programming competition. So when someone first hears the word programming, so first thing that comes in our mind is that it might only be for computer science department, but that is not the case. So one benefit is that if we take part in this competition, then we can prove ourselves among a pool of computer science candidates as well on a global scale. And this is one of the very few competitions that allow us to do so. So what I mean is that you are from mechanical department or mining department or any other department. The only criteria is that you must be an IEEE member, and once you are a IEEE member, you can take part in this competition, and you can prove yourselves among a pool of candidates of diverse backgrounds, of different departments on a global scale. So, why I say this is that, as you can see in the third bullet point, that as a result of this, I got contacted by several recruiters, HR, and my resume gets easily shortlisted after I added the IEEE Extreme 13.0 achievement. And because of all this, today I also got an opportunity from IEEE to become a speaker for this event. Uh, so if you are uh, thinking that I am from some different branch or so I should not participate, then you must reconsider your point and think about it before you come to a final decision. Now I will give you a brief about the format of the competition. Yeah, Anirudh is asking that it is similar to ACM ICPC. Yes, it is similar to ACM ICPC. Uh, and it is like one of those competitions. But there are some differences that I will be adding. So ACM ICPC is 3 or 6 hour event or 5 hour event. But this is a 24-hour event. So the format of competition is this is a 24 hours event. There is a link to this IEEE Action Rules. So if you go to this website, all the rules are available on this website. Description, eligibility, proctors, registration, everything. I am posting this link in the chat so you can view this. Um, and why it is 24 hours? It is 24 hours because each and every country gets same gets to work on it throughout the 24 hours. So no one can complain that we got odd timing. So if it is like 3 hour event, then some country can complain that our time slot was during night or during early morning. So that case does not occur if it is a 24 hours competition. So that is the main reason why they kept it 24 hours. So because everyone gets equal time free, and maximum 3 participants can take part in this. So team of 3 is there, but it is not like that 3 are required. Even a single person can take part. So even if you don't get a team somehow, it is okay. You can take part as a single participant as well. And in this competition, more than 25 languages are allowed. To be precise, exactly there are 29 languages. So I will be showing you in my interface these languages. And most common languages that we use, all of them are available. C, C++, Java, Python. Pascal is also there. If someone is doing web development and has a grip on PHP, then he can also code in PHP. Go is there. If someone is working on Ruby on Rails, so Ruby is also there. So there are a lot of languages. Language is not a barrier, and there is a standard format to this competition that every 1 or 2 hours they add 1 or 2 questions. So I also saved a list of questions. Uh, so the competition started with this question: Welcome to IEEE Extreme. And this question was just an introductory question. There were no marks for this question, and it was added at the contest start. So we were supposed to do a simple. We are supposed to print something. This question, just to get familiar with the interface. And after 10 minutes, these 2 questions were added: extreme typos and lexical addition. So in this tags, you can see that it is added after 10 minutes. And after 2 hours, next three questions were added. So these questions keep on adding after a few hours. After every 1 2 hours, they add 1 2 questions. So like this question protecting the hive. This question is there. It was added after 16 hours, right? So this was added after 20 hours. This was added after 20 hours, 30 minutes. And this was added after 22 hours. So the last 2 hours were remaining. Even at that point, new questions were added. So you must be present all the way for 24 hours. If it is not like that, at the beginning you get all the questions, you solve all of them, and then you are free to do and everything, anything. It is not like that. Every few hours the questions are added, so you must be aware of it, and consistency is required in such type of competition. And this was the last question. It was like a simple feedback question, so we were supposed to output the feedback. So when last 10 minutes were remaining, they added this question. So in this question we are just going to give the feedback that how we felt, how the competition was, and uh, like whatever we want to write to IEEE. So this is how the questions were added. Now there are two main points which I want to highlight. So unlike ACM ICPC, in this type of competition, So one important point to note is the formation of team. So it will be three people, right? So you must try to pick people within the program who has who are good with data centers and IoT from a region. So know that what people are there who have strong point in this particular program. You must pick up those people in your team, and you must try to pick someone with different skill set so that the union of all of your three skill sets cover most of the topics of data centers and algorithm. That must be your priority. Now let us say that one person is strong in string manipulation, and unfortunately the other team member which you picked up is also strong in string manipulation, and also the third member is strong in string manipulation. Then your team will be strong in string manipulation. But let's say that if, as you saw, that there are 29 questions, and all and each question has a different concept. So you will be able to solve the string manipulation question. But what about other questions? If other topic question is there, then you will have a hard time solving that question. So you must try to form a team such that all the skill sets are covered. That is what I would like to say. And you must give priority to consistent content because unlike ACM, ICPC, and question contest, virtual system test, which are like 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, so you start a competition, you code continuously, and you get a result. It is not like that. It is a 24 hours. So managing 24 hours is not a giant skill. So you must be consistent in such competition, and you must have good rapport and good coordination with the team. And there is one more point that you must take care that as and when the questions are added, let's say after 2 hours, three new questions are added. So all the three people must not stick to a single question. You must try to distribute the work. So each team member can pick up one question. So if three new questions are added, then each team member is working on a different question, and they are solving the question. And if at the end you are not able to solve the question, then you can pass on to some other team member. So distributing work is also very important in such type of competition. Now I will show you the live competition such as I showed you in CS Academy. So let me go to task. So these are our submissions. Uh, so in this question, merchant association, as you can see that in the first submission itself we are able to solve it. Like we are getting full marks, 100%, 98.92%. So in but in some questions like pairs 20, in the first in the first attempt we got only 22%, only 21 points. In second attempt also 21. In fourth attempt we got 21. Then in our fifth attempt we got 78%. In sixth also same point, and in seventh attempt we were able to score 80. So as I told that there is no penalty for partial submissions or wrong submission. So you must not worry about partial submission. If you think that your solution is partially correct, then you must submit it so that you fetch some points accordingly. Uh, so it happened like in this one question for Alpha Universe, we were not able to solve the full question, but we scored.
Just reshare your screen. Like someone just interrupt and share the screen. Just reshare your screen.
Yeah, so is it not visible?
No, it's not visible.
Okay. Yes, Sri Cheta is asking that is the membership compulsory? So yes, the IEEE membership is compulsory.
So all the members should be IEEE member, right? In the team.
Yes, all the members should be IEEE members.
Okay. You just share your screen and you can, yeah, it's visible. Fine.
Now it is visible, right? So now this interface is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Questions. Okay. Should I repeat because it was not visible earlier? Yeah. So I will just say it once more. So what I was saying is that in this pair swap teams question, we made 7 submissions, and at the end of 7 submission, we got full points. That is what I'm trying to say. So you must not lose hope if you get a partially correct answer. But you must also try submitting it if you believe that your solution is partially correct. So what happens is that it will fetch you few points, and it will help you get forward in the rank list. So there are a few questions in which we have partial points, and because of that, see, this yin yang question was there. We made a lot of submissions to this question. So in first submission there was compilation error, then we got 33% points, then 32, 36%, then we again came back to 20%, then we kept on submitting. At the end we got 42%. So this 35 points we got because we did it partially, and it helped us improve our rank, because in such competitions even 1 point is very important for us. So if you are not able to solve a full question, you must not lose hope. You must try to do it as much as possible, because partial points are given if you are able to do some of it. And there is this protecting the high question, in which in first 3 attempts we got no points, but in our final attempt we got full points. And as there are no penalties for number of submissions as well as the time you take, so you must try submitting it as much as possible. That is my advice to you. And these are all the questions. Now I will show you one question which I have chosen. Which it was this pair swapping. So let me go to task. In task, uh, if you are able to solve a particular question completely, then you will get a green tick like this. So it means that you have solved it completely. And it will also show that how many teams were able to solve it. So here this minimum permutation question, here it is 40%. So what it means is that out of total 2,284 teams have attempted this, but only 914 were able to solve it. This lexical addition was a difficult question, only 9% were able to solve it. So this green tick means that you are able to solve it completely. This is a partial solve. So 4 points are given, only 4% are able to solve it. And this 6 sample Tyrannosaurus is also a partial solve. Yin Yang is partial solve. So see, Yin Yang question, I want to say that it is a very difficult question. Out of 1,474 teams, only 3 teams were able to solve it. So what happens if you lose hope? That only 3 teams are able to solve it. So you must not lose hope. You must try solving it. So what happens is you get some partial points, because of which it will help you in your rankings. Uh, Now I will show this pair swap things, right? So see, this is the programming interface which you will get once you take part in the competition. And on the top, your rank will be displayed, the live ranking. So now as the contest is over, our rank is displayed as 17, and our score is also displayed. But at that point, your live ranking will be displayed, and you can also go in scoreboard and see the ranking and get idea about it. About it. So this is the interface. Here you are supposed to write the code. So this is the code that we have written for pair swap teams, right? So this is our final code, and this code editor, it is like a what we call, it is a collaborated editor. What that means is that if I am writing here some code, then my teammate can view what changes I have made, and he can also add his changes to the same code. So you must have observed in some live interviews if you are given on interview bit or some platform. So there is a concept of collab edit, where that means you can work in collaboration. So all the team members can work in the same editor, CS Academy, and this is the problem statement. They very well explain the problem statement. What is the input? What is the output? What are the constraints? Everything they mention very clearly, and they also give some test cases to check your code. There is also tab for submissions. So this, as I showed, that we submitted it 7 times, and there is a tab for questions. So in the questions tab, the participants can ask questions if they feel that there is some doubt in the problem statement. So see, someone has asked the question, and those members are online during the contest, so they have also written an answer to that question. So you can go. You must also take care about all these tabs. So you must, if something is not clear, you must go in this questions tab. So most probably someone has asked the question, so you can go there and clarify your doubt. And if no one has asked it, you can also ask your own question by ask question. So this is the summary. Summary is like total 5,000 teams, 5,000 plus teams have registered, and these were the submissions. These were compiled, example runs, custom runs, everything is given. Task I showed you, scoreboard I showed you. Now there is one very good feature in the scoreboard, that we can use filters. So if you want to see your country rank, what you can do is you can go in India, and in India you can see where you stand. So as we were gold medalist in India, so we are at the top. But you can also get an idea that where are you. It will show you your university name, everything. You can also filter by region, uh, and you can also enter the search term. Everything you can also search for proctors. You can also search for high school teams. Everything is there, like a lot of filters. So it is very good interface. You can keep track of your progress. Everything is possible. You just need to uh, like go into the portal, and every facility is there for you. So this was the live interface that I wanted to show you. Uh, See, you can see all the university names and everything is given here. So this is all about the interface. Uh, yeah, now I would like to highlight how you can manage 24 hours. 24 hours is not a tight space, right? It is not a small time. So I will share you my experience, that what I did and how I managed 24 hours. So the competition started at 5:30 in the morning. I carried some food packets with me. It started, and we were present in the lab till around 8 hours. We were there till around 2 p.m. And during that time, we were in top 30 globally. And after that, I felt exhausted. So I came back to my hall at around 2 p.m. I slept for an hour. I woke up, played cricket, got me refreshed, and went back to the lab. So what happened during that time is that when I went back to the lab at around 5:30 p.m., so it is only a gap of 3:30, 3.5 hours. So why I am highlighting the point of consistency is because in that gap of 3.5 hours, we slided back to 100 plus position globally, and we were out of top 5 in India. So our ranking was hit very bad because of that gap of 3.5 hours. But it was necessary because no one can work continuously for 24 hours. So it is necessary to take a break. So what I did was that Once I got back at 5:30 p.m., I started to work on it consistently. And as we worked on it, our rank improved gradually. So gradually we managed to climb back and improved our global as well as the country rank. And from 5:30 till the next day 6 a.m. So continuously 12 hours I was there in the lab, and we tried to get as we try to give our best and get in as good ranking as possible. So this is how we managed our 24 hours. Now I will share some tips on how to prepare. So as we all know that this is a programming competition, so data structures and algorithms are of utmost importance. So you must start learning that if you haven't already. So how you can do it? You can start by participating it on online platforms like CodeChef, Codeforces. You can start solving A2OJ ladders. You can start solving questions on Spoj, HackerRank, HackerRank, AdCoder is also there. There are lots of websites out there. There are websites for interview preparations like InterviewBit, LeetCode, but that websites won't help you very much in such kind of competitions, because this competition is not interview based. It focuses on competitive programming. So for competitive programming, the websites like CodeChef, Codeforces, they will help you a lot. Also, Spoj is a good website. So I have written an article. I have answered a question on Quora on how to prepare. So this is my answer. So I have written everything: how to set up your coding environment, which style guide to follow, which courses to do, which extensions. Everything is there. Which contest you should take part, how you should practice. Everything I have written in this answer. So you can follow this answer. And there is also one good book, CLRS. Most of you must have heard of it. Someone, like a lot of people call it as Corman. So this book is a very good book. Uh, so you can also read that book. And there are also a lot of other books by Gail Legman McDowell and many other books which you can refer. So I will just paste the link to this uh, TED so that you can see and refer to this answer. Uh, so in detail I have explained. So you just go there, read the answer, and you will get an idea as to how to prepare for this programming competition. And there is one more point. So as I believe that few of the attendees must be research scholar, so plagiarism is not a new term for them. It is very heard of everywhere, and there are softwares dedicated for checking plagiarism, and they know that how serious of an issue is it. So similarly, in IEEE Extreme as well, there are strict rules against plagiarism, and it may lead to disqualification. So what I advise is that please be original with your codes. Don't try to copy paste from online resources like Geeks for Geeks or online blogs. Don't try to copy paste your code from those online resources, and never copy your friend or fellow participant code, because if you by mistake do it, then they are going to identify it and you will be disqualified. So what happened with us is that after the competition was over, we were 17th. Then they sent us a mail that now we would be running our plagiarism checker, and we will be giving you the final ranking. So after the plagiarism checker was ran, it took a lot of time. It took around 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks, the final results were announced that we were India topper and global 17th. So they take plagiarism very seriously. So you must take care of it. So if after the end of contest you are having a very good rank, you have done some plagiarism, but that does not mean that you have that rank, because after plagiarism check, if they found you that you have done some cheating or copied some code, then you will be disqualified. So your rank will be invalid. So that is one point. And now the most interesting part of it: perks, rewards, and goodies. So one of the perk is, uh, at least for IEEE 13, I will say that we were provided free food during the competition of our choice. Like they asked us that what you would like to have, and then they ordered us from the restaurant of our choice, and we were given a free food. We get a global recognition, then we also get a national recognition. We get recognition amongst our faculties and peer group, because once you achieve such a good rank or perform well in such reputed competition, then your faculties will know your name. They will know you, that who you are. Your friends will know you. Everything will know you. Your profile gets highlighted everywhere. So on LinkedIn, people ask you questions. They follow you. Recruiters reach out to you. HR reach out to you. They ask us whether you are open to job opportunities. If you are already working, then they ask us that whether you are ready to switch, whether you are looking for a increment, or whether you are looking for, what say, a jump in your salary, you are looking for a hike or not. So like, lots of doors open up for you once you once you perform well in such a reputed competition. And most importantly, your resume gets a boost. So even in the toughest of the companies, your resume gets shortlisted, because this is something that will stand out, that will make you stand out from the rest of your peer group. Because if you perform well in such a competition, then this is a real achievement that you have done, which your peers haven't. So even if, let's say, your peer has, let's say, 9.5 CGPA, and let us say that your CGPA is not so good, it is around 8, 8.5. But if you have done good performance in such a competition, then what happens is that your profile will be recognized in a better way than your peers' profile, and you will be given a more priority during interviews and resume shortlisting. So that is one of the most uh, major benefit of performing well in this competition. And at last, there are attractive prizes and goodies for the team that perform well. And they also give limited edition IEEE products like side, basically I only wanted to brief all these things, and I would like to thank all the participants of this meeting, joined the meeting in here, and who were present during this meeting webinar. And I would like to thank all IEEE members as well, because only because of them the event was organized and I got a chance to participate. I also would like to thank IEEE Kharagpur section and IEEE campus like CSSPC, ITKGP team, they contacted me, invited me for the session, and I would like to thank all of them. So thank you, and now there is one other speaker. After that, I believe that we will be closing. So thank you. This was it from my side.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this live, this wonderful session. Obviously, it is always very essential and important to have the experience from someone who is already competitive, so obviously we are having the speaker to start with is Nitin.
register in IEEE Extreme. So otherwise you can have a team of two members also, where you can have two graduate student member or two student member or one student member or one graduate student member forming a team. Otherwise you can have a team with just one person, like a student member or graduate student member wants to participate alone. He or she can also participate in IEEE Extreme with a proctor. So, so the only limitation we have is that maximum two graduate student members is allowed to form a team. So they cannot be forming a team three members and all of these three are graduate student members. We don't allow that. But yes, of course, they can form a team of two members with two graduate student members. And we don't restrict to number of teams that universities or colleges represent. So you can have maximum number of teams participating from your college or university. And the only limitation we have is that proctor can only manage 15 teams. Like a proctor can only serve maximum of 15 teams. So if you have two professional members, you can have 30 teams participating in your college. So if you have three professional members, you can have 45 teams participating from your college. So these team members will always complete problems that assistance from others. That's the important. And there are some change of rules regarding IEEE Extreme, which is like if your team has like when you are registering, you should give a proctor registration ID. You can scroll down to find a proctor for your competition, which might be there might be some professors or others who have registered as a proctor from your college. But if you don't find them, the ambassadors will help you to find a proctor for your team. So if you have given the proctor ID of someone, you should make sure that you contact the proctor and make them confirm the status of your team in the like they will be given a mail that proctor after your registration is done, each proctor's same will be given a mail to confirm the team. So all teams whose proctor remains unconfirmed decline status, but they will be able to participate. Of course, they will be able to participate, but they won't be eligible for prizes or participant certificate, and their rankings will not be included in the final rankings. So, what are the impacts of IEEE Extreme in students as well as workers and volunteers? So, as like Meet has already mentioned, like there's a huge impact on IEEE Extreme in your career as a student. So, one is the exposure to like networking with global programming community. So, that's an great exposure you will be getting to the programming community, global programming community. You'll be competing with the toughest teams from MIT, Harvard, and everywhere around the world. So it's a great opportunity to bag a prize, bag team rank above all of these primary institutes. And then you can have received team rankings related to international company. You can have a global ranking, then you can have a country ranking, then you can have a school ranking. You can see where you stand among your friends. Like, like like you can get a rank in respect to your college, with respect to your country, with respect to your global level also. So then you can develop a personal confidence in relation to the personal coding skills based on the ranking. And also you can also enjoy the feedback on what skills you're strong as well as what skills you need improvement by participating in IEEE Extreme. And as we already mentioned, like it's one of the platform where you can give a boost to your LinkedIn account as well as your resume by adding right to Extreme certificates, very valuable certificate with respect to your career. As far as proctors are concerned, they also get a exposure to networking with global community, as well as they have an opportunity to mentor as well as connect with the students participating in Extreme. They can also observe and note different types of challenging programming questions coming into the arena, and they can also help initiating these like the trend in their college curriculum. Then, as far as volunteers are concerned, they get an exposure to the same programming community as well as they get an opportunity to give back something back to the coding communities. They can also observe the volunteer efforts from other like colleges as well as other other volunteers who will be working, so they can see them and use, they can emulate the same practices at their colleges. And of course, they can make a deeper connection to IEEE volunteer structures. So these are the IEEE Extreme prices. So global first place will be getting 10,000 US dollars as cash award. So that comes around 6 lakh to 7 lakh Indian rupees. Then the second prize would be 400 cash award, $400 cash award for each team member of the winning team in the second place. And third place, they will be getting 300 US dollars per team member of the team bagging in the third place. The fourth to 100th place, they will be getting gift vouchers as well as top quota T-shirt for each of the team member bagging the prices from 4th to 100th place. And yeah, so like you can also like try to like publicize and also try to engage maximum students, doctors, and branches. Like we try to make our efforts to reach out to maximum number of universities as well as colleges by posting flyers in university announcement boards and media outreach by our college channels, newsletters, magazine websites, etc. And usually we conduct awareness sessions like this in each of the college or student branch around the world, and we have also like press kits for and as well as local proctor case and practice community for the participants. Then we also have partnerships with section IEEE sections as well as young professionals and WI women in engineering affinity group. Yeah, the IEEE experience success always depends on the engagement and efforts of hundreds of volunteers across the globe. So as you've seen, we have a great social media outreach. We have around 1 lakh plus followers in our IEEE official page and our Facebook account. Then yeah, the like you can see like how the student branch or as well as your college can support IEEE. Like usually we give them like as Meets mentioned, like usually we give them uh, with the support of the college, local college or local student branch. We usually sponsor them the food as well as things and other facilities which are required to have a smooth run over the 24-hour period in the competition. So in the 2015, we started the first IEEE for the first time participants of IEEE. We started the community, a practice community with the CS Academy. With collaboration with CS Academy, we have started a practice community to help the freshers to coding. Like it's just August and the competition will be on October. October, yeah, October. So you have around 2 3 months to practice and as well as to come up with a good ranking in IEEE. So CS Academy is the best platform where you can go and practice with like from scratches. You have the problem statements like these. Like you can get a problem statements from addition to the grade level hard like hard programming like problem statements which come in IEEE. Like they will be having like previous year IEEE questions uh, as well as like as Mitch mentioned, like he had shown you the practice community and how it works. So I think I can skip this. So I recommend like if you are new to programming as well as if you like to participate in IEEE, please try to go to CS Academy and practice with many others who will be like joining you to participate in IEEE. So ambassadors are the volunteers of IEEE. We have around 795 volunteers as ambassadors last year who volunteered IEEE. So this year we have around 1,000 plus volunteers in IEEE who will be volunteering and who will be helping you out in registering as well as while you are participating in IEEE. These are some of the moments from IEEE held last year. You can see how the students are consciously like participating in IEEE for 24 hours. So these are some of the sponsors of IEEE, which include IEEE, of course, and DigiKey. Then we have CS Academy as a platform partner. Then we have Women Engineering as our outreach partner. Then we have Class Keyboard. Then we have Sync Fusion as well as like many other sponsors of IEEE. So the important dates include the registration has started today. Today we mark the first day of registration of IEEE. So it will be open till October. So I recommend you to go to the website IEEEXtreme.org and go through the registration process. And if possible, register today itself. If you're an IEEE member, if you're not an IEEE member, join IEEE and like then get benefited with IEEE and then register on IEEE as soon as possible. And the competition will be held on 24th October 2020 around the globe. If you're India, it will be starting from 5:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. 24th October 2020 to 5:30 a.m. 25th October 2020. So it will be completely 24-hour event. It's really enjoyable. Like it's even if it's really fun, even if it's a program competition, you won't feel like that. It will be really fun to participate like 24 hours. Uh, it will be a really good experience. Then the results will be out within like 4 or 5 weeks after the competition. As Meet already mentioned, like we will be having a thorough check in plagiarism and everything. So we will be publicizing the results with 4 or 5 weeks after the competition. So this I have already mentioned, like how your local student branch or local college can help us by directing the students as well as faculties to IEEE as well as the Facebook page of IEEEXtreme and also the website of IEEEXtreme and ask them to register as well as go through the website and they can and help them in identifying a venue space and resources for the enjoyable 24-hour event. And the ambassadors will of course be helping you to finding the proctors in order to participate and some like last year we had also asked the ambassadors to find local companies that may be interested in event sponsorship so that you can have a smooth run of 24 event with all the refreshments and food prepared for the event. So these are team of IEEEXtreme working behind to conduct the event smoothly. Uh, these are some best practices which we recommend to all local colleges as well as student branches, which include a strong relation with the local student activities committees, SAC team of student branch as well as section, and promote IEEE registration practice community with through their local section newspapers as well as meeting list. And of course, we have a WhatsApp group for ambassadors of volunteers at section level for communication in Kharagpur section. And then we have like if you have some gathering of section level or council level, so you can like that's an opportunity to engage with major audience, so you can spread the word to these student congress or hub congress or leadership meetups and conferences. Uh, so that's me. So if you have any doubts or regarding like isolating or visiting or participating in please contact me. So before I conclude, I will show you what like we as mentioned, like you can see the IEEEXtreme website on my screen. So if your proctor hasn't registered, like if your student branch counselor or any of the professional member at your college hasn't registered as a proctor, you can ask them to register as a proctor here. And as you can see, it's here. So you can go here for your registration, and you can see how to register an IEEEXtreme and all these things. Yeah. So you can have a thorough check in this website. And the other thing is, this is the last year's ranking, as Neat has mentioned. You can see uh, like the top teams. You can see like this is the trend which we follow from 2006 itself. Like usually the first and second or third place will be backed by USA or any other countries from region one, like the American countries. So uh, we always aim to get our teams to top 10 or top first three positions if possible. So I highly recommend all the students at your college, students or university to participate in IEEE this year and make a great impact by getting the first or second position in this edition of IEEE in the yes. Of course, you have time. We have 2 months of time to practice as well as come up with a better ranking this year. And I assure you this will be a great boost to your resume as well as your career, as Meet has already mentioned. Yeah. So that's from my part. So if you have any questions, and I'll be open to questions. So if you have any questions, please put in the chat box so that I can help you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Advait. Such a nice description, and obviously, this entire session covers almost all the things regarding IEEE 14.0, starting from the introduction, a brief background, and all the small and big insights, the procedure, strategies, everything has been discussed. So I guess like whoever present here, like they also will get the benefit, and we are going to share this recorded session to among all the students among Kharagpur section who cannot able to join today. But I guess if they go through this event, they will definitely get the clear insight from of this IEEE Extreme event.
Yeah.
So if anyone is having any question, please. I think both of our speakers are there to answer. If anyone of you is having any question, can ask. I just only have one question from my side that what is the future plan, like this year IEEE Extreme is going to be online totally, right, or any other plans because this kind of COVID situation, is there any changes?
Yeah, like last year we had asked the student branch as well as the colleges to host IEEE Extreme. But this year it will be completely virtual event, so they can sit at their home and do the and participate in the event. So it will be like completely different from last year.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So any other participants is having any question? Otherwise, we'll finish this event here. So you can unmute yourself and ask question.
Like
Yeah.
every year, like we get a rank from IIT Kharagpur. Like for the past 3 or 4 years, like we have seen wonderful rankings from IIT Kharagpur, either in top 100 or top 50. And last time, like we had got 100 top 20. So this time we expect one of the team to come in the top 10. So
Yeah, sure.
a lot of participants from college.
Yes. We also expect the same from our students, that at least like we will try to improve, or at least be there somewhere in the top list this year as well.
Yeah.
So if anyone is not having any question, then I will. If you can unmute yourself and can ask the question directly, if anyone is having any question. Yeah, I think we have covered all the things. So questions there. So again, at the end, I would like to thank both of our speakers from the behalf of IEEE Computer Society Student Branch Chapter. And we have a small token of appreciation on behalf of our chapter, but like due to this situation, it's not possible to deliver the things right now. And our section will deliver or dispatch the token of appreciation on behalf of us when the situation will be normal to both of our speakers. And I would like to thank both of you once again for your valuable time and very nice insight of this entire IEEE Extreme 14.0 events. And we are going to share this session in our channels. And I hope those, like not only the IEEE Kharagpur section, but also the students of other sections as well who does not attend any kind of this session earlier, can get the entire insight from this session, as we covered almost all the things, starting from the beginning and then the experience from one of our already who just selected or cracked the top position. So all the participants, you can contact me as well. I am the Kharagpur section lead for IEEE Extreme 14.0. Otherwise, you can contact any of our speakers. We'll share their contact details after this event through mail to all the students who already registered for this event and who have joined. I really like to thank all of you for your patience and kind cooperation. And that's all from my side. And I would like to thank all for attending and to both of our speakers as well. So we are going to end our session here. So thank you for joining.